I realized that coming into my first college math exam, it had to be a lot different than my first high school math exam, but it's difficult to know what that's like because you obviously have never experienced it before.
I do not think you can turn on studying last minute. I'm definitely someone that I don't actually study the day before an exam.
My tactics were about 2 days before the test, start to say, oh, I have a test.
I would only do the problems that were assigned to me.
I kind of was doing what I did in high school, and that was you do the homework, and maybe a couple days before the test, you start really studying for the test.
Very happy with my score. It was very encouraging to know that the study habits that I had planned on worked, even when this was my first math exam.
Like, I was proud of myself for the score that I got.
The results of my first exam were incredibly shocking.
I did really, really poorly.
I was used to taking home A's and putting them on my refrigerator like, oh, look how good I am. And then I got this back and I was like, this is nothing I'd ever want to put back on my refrigerator.
First, I went through all of the homework problems that we did, because you'll find that a lot of times professors might put directly an exact homework problem on the exam.
I spent a lot of time looking at all the resources that they had available online.
There's so many exams on there that you can do, and I only did 2 in 2 days. And I was like, oh, I'm totally ready.
Walking into the first exam was really interesting.
First of all the exams are in different rooms. So you're not going to take it in the classroom where you go to class. You have to know where the exam is. I kind of got lost going to my first exam.
Figured out that I had to take my test on a very small little desk.
When I first flip over the sheet of paper, I try and identify which problems I think I could do like fast and easy so that I can just knock those out of the park really quickly.
I was sweating bullets when I first took the exam because they were hard problems. They were not the easy basic stuff that I thought I was prepared for.
I'd already taken an AP calculus class in high school, so I thought that calc would be kind of the easy class for the semester. So I go in, sit down, turn over the test, and the very first problem, I just had no clue. My mind went completely blank. I don't think I've ever had test anxiety before.
Math in college really challenges you to apply those your mathematical skills in more unique ways.
You can't just become really good at something like in just a few hours before you're tested on it. I think it takes time and commitment and practice.
I started studying with other people. I studied a lot sooner, a lot more.
Now it's every single time you sit down to do homework, it's what am I doing to help myself on the test?
In high school, you're used to cramming the night before and being like, oh, I can memorize all of this and knock it out the next day. It doesn't work like that. I learned that I had to go after every lecture and just go to the library and pound it into my brain. How did he do this? How did he do that?
Once you start doing well again, you start liking it again, and you kind of realized why you signed up to be an engineer and why you did that, because you kind of reconnect with how you felt in high school when you said, hey, I'm really good at this, and hey, I can succeed in this. And once you can get past the frustration and the obstacle, you kind of rediscover your love for math.